You have fears. You are feeling guilt. You are going through a certain low on a particular day. Just accept it and don't act upon it. Be a witness. So, your higher self or your divine self will be your companion in times of need. The more you are in your inner journey, the more you are into the path of self realization. Right? So, this is a very interesting question because externally you are putting an image of being confident, being strong, but internally you are empty. Deep down, you are empty, and you do have a lot of fears. You know, you are a motivational speaker. You go on the stage and you say, "Don't fear, face the fears, be courageous." But you yourself are having a lot of fears. So, how do you face it? And you feel very lonely because the more you climb the top order, the more you become alone because there is very few people you can share with. So the question is, how can you avoid the burnout? So again, the answer is self-realization. The more you are in your inner journey, the more you are into the path of self-realization, whether you can call it a self-realization, self-transformation, self-mastery, all are the same. So the more you are in this path, the more you are not connected internally only with yourself. You are connected with so many higher dimension soul friends. You are connected with your soul friends. You are connected with your spirit guides. You are connected to the divine intelligence. So you will never feel alone. You will never feel lonely. You will never feel lonely because you can feel their presence. See, I have gone through this experience myself. I'm speaking it from my experience. In the beginning days of my meditation journey back in the year 2008, 9, 10, nobody understood me, what I'm doing. And I used to feel sometimes like, how come nobody understands me? And I used to have a lot of friends. Before I started meditating, I used to have a lot of friends. But after I started meditating, all my old friends left me because they couldn't understand what am I doing. And there is nothing in common for discussion because when I meet my friends, they speak about real estate and they speak about marriage and family and things. And I speak about life, death, life after death. So there's nothing in common. So all the old friendships left. But I got new friendships. There are so many invisible friendships I got. I started connecting to the trees. I started connecting to the fairies. I start connecting to the nature. I start connecting to the divine intelligence. When I have any question, I close my eyes and I feel the question in the heart. I get the answer instantly. So I start connecting to my own higher self or divine self. And slowly, slowly, I started attracting the people who are of my frequency. I started meeting other spiritual teachers. So I started having good friends. So it is quite natural that when you are a CEO, you will feel lonely sometimes because you cannot share with many things. Your weakness, you cannot share. If you share your weakness, then people will look down on you and they might take advantage of it as well. So it's quite natural. What is the way to come out? The way to come out is anytime you feel low, you have to understand that it is quite natural. You are in a human body. It is quite natural that you go through these ups and downs. So the first step is you accept that it is quite normal to go through all the fears, to go through guilt, to go through every kind of negative emotion. It is quite natural. So you don't need to feel bad about it. That is the first step. The second step is you don't need to act upon it. You just acknowledge you have fears. You are feeling guilt. You are going through a certain low on a particular day. Just accept it and don't act upon it. Be a witness. So, to be a witness to that emotion, you need to practice meditation. So, the more you practice meditation, the more you practice mindfulness, the more you have the capacity to be a witness to your emotions. And the more you are able to witness your emotions, the more you are transforming the emotions from negative based vibrations to positive based. So, just by witnessing your fears, for example, if you have the capacity to witness, just by witnessing the fear, you will be able to see that yes, the fears are coming, but you don't need to act on it. You can be a witness. Yes, you are feeling low, but you don't need to act on it. So, by being a witness to that emotion, you are also being a witness to your breath. You are also a witness to yourself. So, the more you become a witness to your breath and yourself, the more you have this strength coming from the invisible divine source. You don't need humans to share your feelings, because if you find somebody who you can share your feelings, you are blessed. But sometimes you may not find people who can understand you. So, what is the way out? The way out is connect to the God self, connect to the divine self, connect to the higher self. Your own higher self will comfort you. Do this experiment. At any point of time you are feeling low, just sit alone, be with your breath, meditate for some time, or read some spiritual books, or listen to some spiritual talk. Immediately you will feel positive. Immediately you will come out of all the negativity. So do this experiment. So your higher self or your divine self will be your companion in times of need. Okay. So it comes with practice. But the first step is, it is perfectly okay to feel fear. It is perfectly okay to feel all kinds of low emotions, but you have to do the right things. As Jesus Christ said, seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness first. All else will be added unto it.